Okay, so this idiot, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is back in the news. When is she not? But does anyone really think that AOC is an honest person? Like, even on the left, is anyone really like, say what you want about AOC's crazy policies, at least we know she is always telling the truth? No, of course not. She lies all the time. And it's not an accident. So this picture was posted on Instagram. Looks like a bunch of teenage boys wearing Team Mitch t-shirts, posting with a cardboard cutout, being stupid, all right? Posing with his hand around her neck was thoughtless, obviously. That's what you do when you're a kid. You do stupid things, and as you grow up, you learn. That's how it is supposed to work. Not this culture where we destroy kids' lives for the stupid things they do. That is extremely dangerous. You know, what should have happened is their parents should have said, what the hell is wrong with you? And that should have been the end of it. Mitch McConnell's campaign should have never been involved. They should have never had to release a statement about this. But of course, this pic makes its way on over to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and so she has to get up in the mix, and so she replied, hey, Senate Majority Leader, these young men look like they work for you. Just wanted to clarify, are you paying for young men to practice groping and choking members of Congress with your payroll, or is this just the standard culture of Team Mitch? Wait, give me a break. Show me those pictures. Show me that picture of those kids one more time. You're telling me that AOC really thought that these literal children work for Mitch McConnell? These literal teenagers? No, she knows. I'm sorry, there's no way she saw those high schoolers and thought, wow, these Capitol Hill staffers are very unprofessional. No, she's telling a lie. And if she really had any genuine suspicions that their shirts meant they actually might be working for the senator, it took, 45 seconds to find out that those shirts are available for sale on Mitch McConnell's website. But she never actually believed that those kids worked for him. It was a lie, which she does all the time. And in response to her ridiculous accusations, McConnell's team had to come in and put out this statement, quote, we've watched for years as the far left and the media look for every possible way to demonize, stereotype, and publicly castigate every young person who dares get involved with Republican politics. The young men are not campaign staff. They're high schoolers, and it's incredible that the national media has sought once again to paint a target on their back rather than report real and significant news in our country. Team Mitch in no way condones any aggressive, suggestive, or demeaning act toward life-sized cardboard cutouts of any gender, in a manner similar to what we saw from President Obama's speechwriting staff years ago. And in case you're not familiar with that scenario, this last part is what they're referring to. Here is a picture of Obama's former speechwriter, John Favreau, and another guy in a shirt that literally says Obama staff, doing the same thing to Hillary Clinton, basically. Except here you have grown men acting in actually a far more inappropriate manner. But that's beside the point. So then, the Daily Beast, which is a festering wound of political rot, regularly inflicting itself upon our political discourse, they chime right on in, and say Mitch McConnell's campaign manager essentially says boys will be boys in response to that image of teen groping and choking a cutout of AOC. That's another lie. Boys will be boys. There was no mention of boys will be boys in that statement. And it's an interesting way to interpret the words, quote, Team Mitch in no way condones any aggressive, suggestive, or demeaning acts toward life-size cardboard cutouts of any gender. That's not boys will be boys. He did not essentially say boys will be boys. That is another lie. Nowhere in that statement did boys will be boys appear anywhere. They made that up, and AOC just loves lies, lies. She just eats them up like candy, and then she amplifies other people's lies. So she uses this lie from the Daily Beast to continue smearing Mitch McConnell with words he never used. Boys will be boys, she says. Is that also the reason why you've chosen to block the Violence Against Women Act 2, Senate Majority Leader? What is wrong with this lady? This is why discourse in our country is so rotten. Because you got people like her twisting pretty harmless, inane stuff and making them into these toxic barbs. And she uses them to pierce her opponents with. Why can't we just all come together? She is why. It's because for whatever reason, the left has elevated this immoral hypocrite into some godlike position. She's a dishonest broker, and there's no way you can possibly engage with someone in good faith who regularly sinks so low, who regularly sinks as low as she does. So if the left, this is bigger than AOC. And if the left really cared about fixing the nation and coming together, the left would speak out regularly against her. They would distance themselves from her. It's not new for a politician to lie. They do it all the time, but she really has elevated this to an art form. And I'm sick of it. I really am. You shouldn't be giving Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez so much coverage. You're giving into it. No, I'm sick of it because our nation is worse off because of her. Our nation is worse off because her party has let her run willy-nilly with this whole, we're going to be factually inaccurate, but morally right thing. How is it morally right to smear high schoolers? How is it morally right to attack your political opponents with abject lies? It's not. And there is nothing morally right about AOC or the Democrat Party who continues to run cover for her.